All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Perfect 10 podcast brought to you by Boot Crew Media.
Yes.
I'm one half of your host. I am Dan Dees. Alongside me, as always, is the boy who works with wood. He's from your hood. Make no mistake. Makes your girl's knee quake. I'm talking about Jake.
All right. Hey, there we go. I like that. That was a nice little riff,
Bars.
dude. Yeah. And today we are breaking down the top 10 cults.
Yes.
And
Give us definition.
Okay. Like I ended last episode, cult. A misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It doesn't have to be a religion, doesn't have to be I don't know. I mean, it's really that's like the simplest definition. Misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing.
Correct. And probably gonna get a lot of hate for this because this is one of the episodes where we get to talk shit.
Yeah, and these things are cults, people.
Yeah, it's cult. It is what it is. By that definition, it's a cult.
I'm starting off with a softball, and then I am gonna get into it.
I mean, one of them deeply applies to me.
Okay.
So let me say again, one of them does apply to me. So I'm not just going out hating on everybody. I'm also going to be hating on myself this episode.
Yeah, fair.
I fall into a cult.
And I've been part of things that you would like people would refer to as cults at some point.
Yes.
You know.
Do you have any honorable, dishonorable, super?
My only honorable mentions, I got Bill's Mafia. Just because their blind passion towards a thing, which is their football team.
I actually have one sports related cult.
So I got Bill's Mafia, and then my other honorable mention, I got the actual Mafia.
Hey, that is a cult.
People are obsessed with the Mafia. Like, dude, how many
people in the Mafia? It's people who like adore the Mafia.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, like, dude, there's 100 Mafia movies.
Yeah,
people are obsessed with it.
Yeah, and I have a book. I can't remember the title of it. It's actually a pretty cool book about the history of like the Mafia.
Yeah, which I mean, like, again, it's one of those things that back in the day had a very specific purpose.
Yeah.
And I mean, sure, maybe it still applies in some places.
But it's a cult.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is my only honorable mentions.
My honorable mentions, I got flat earthers / hollow earthers.
Okay.
I got CrossFit.
Okay.
Got vegans.
Okay.
Got theater kids in high school and college.
I didn't think about that. Nice.
Cult. I got the crypto people.
Yep.
Like
those people are
NFT.
Some
crypto.
of them are.
Boy, you talk about NFT on Twitter, your shit's getting blown up by some dude with an avatar with a monkey smoking a blunt.
And I constantly got people sliding in my DMs that are fake accounts trying to sell me NFTs.
Oh, whatever. And my last honorable mention, I got TikTokers.
Okay.
Dude, people are passionate about TikTok.
Oh, like specific ones?
Yeah, just
like to me, whatever.
Like just people who just love the app.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I can't stand those people. I mean, like, were they not around when Vine was available?
Dude, one day I'm gonna knock this thing loose and we're gonna
like Vine was the all-time great.
Yeah, Vine was fine. I have no allegiance to any of them.
Yeah, I agree. But Vine was peak comedy for when it came to like social media apps.
Yeah, and you had to be way more creative because you only had like 6 seconds to do it.
Yes, you had to actually be funny.
Yeah, you really got to nail it.
Yeah. So those are my honorable mentions.
Okay, no dishonorable?
No dishonorable.
Okay, so we'll just dive right on into my list. I'm
gonna piss some people off. I can't wait.
Very super softball here. But it seems like, and it's been a thing for a while. It seems like it fluctuates between this group and all the others. Whether like how strong the relationship is or the allegiance is.
Mm-hmm.
I got Apple customers.
Yes, the Apple people.
I mean, as you can see, an Apple.
Yeah, we got iPhones.
And we're on Apple,
but it's not something like I only do it because it's easy.
Yeah, if there was a better product, I would just go buy it.
Yeah.
I like the simplicity of the way Apple makes their stuff.
And on the flip side, we got people, the anti-Apple cult.
Exactly. Dude, people refuse to get an iPhone.
Just because they say it's better, but come on. Come on.
Well, and the only reasonable distrust of Apple that has been referenced on this podcast many times. The cloud will get you.
Cloud gets you.
The cloud will get you
Every time, man.
Shout out to, was it Lies Men Tell or Lies Women
Yep,
Tell or
Lies
Excuses?
Men-
It was one of
It
those.
was one of those excuses or lies mental. Some of my favorite episodes right there.
Those really, that little run, it was like 3. We did them almost back to back to back.
Dude, I love those episodes when we do the guys versus girls.
But look, yeah, shout out to those episodes. You just look, if you got something that you deleted off your phone, you got to make sure it ain't floating out in the cloud when you get a new iPhone. It automatically backs it up to your new phone. Not me.
It'll get you.
But one of the homies got.
You got, and that's it. That's life.
Yeah. So, but no. So my number 10 spot, I got Apple customers, just because it's blind loyalty for the most part.
It is. Like I said, I love my iPhone, but it's just not something I'm going to defend tooth and nail.
Well, like I say, I don't love it because, like, if you give me an Android, there's just too many options.
It's just,
I don't need all that.
Yeah, just give me some simple
shit. I
shit.
need a text, I need a notes, I need a phone, and I need the internet.
Does it have a calculator, internet, and my social media apps?
Yeah.
My music, I'm good.
I don't need to be able to personalize the way my buttons work or some nonsense.
Yeah, I don't need widgets.
That's too much for me to think about. That's my 10 spot. My number 9 spot. This one is a very local reference. I'm assuming they might have these, or they may have had these all over. I don't think it exists anymore for the reason that it was a cult, and I think they got busted. You remember Harvest?
Mm-mm.
The church?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they have sex with animals or something?
Something weird happened. Like, I remember being like recruited for it. And don't get me wrong, at some point it may have had good intentions to be just a normal church. But
a lot of things start out with good intentions.
But then they like
the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Their youth groups were like cell groups, and then like they would try to recruit. I mean, it was just like a weird version of a religion. I think it was supposed to be Christian based, or it wasn't. I don't know. But also,
it was based something. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was odd.
And Hammond, if you've heard of, I mean, I don't know about the younger kids, because I think it's been gone for a while now. I know the parking lot's all grown up, and
I'm trying to think. When did it go away?
Because I know when I was like 13, 14, 15, it was booming.
Yeah, it was booming while we were in like
middle school, early high school.
It was like early to mid high school.
Yeah.
It was there my junior year of high school. It was there after Katrina.
Which another one similar that I've heard weird things about. You ever heard of Eagle Heights?
Mm-mm.
I think it's a similar type thing. But I mean, there might be people listening that go there. I don't know.
I mean,
but I've heard weird things about it.
If people are calling your shit a cult, look at your shit first before you come at us.
But anyway, so that's my number 9 spot. Just because I know some of these people listening will for sure get the Harvest reference.
Yeah.
And if you used to go there, let me know what happened.
Yeah, what happened? I think it was sex with animals or something.
It was either the sex with animals thing was either there, or there was someplace in Ponchatoula that had some wild.
Somebody around here has sex with animals.
I don't know who it was.
And the fact that we're confused by it, that can apply to anywhere.
It's concerning.
Yeah.
So that's my number 9 spot. My number 8 spot. It's kind of a broad thing. You'll know more about it, so we can probably zone in on it. I got soccer fans.
Dude.
What are they? What, hooligans?
Hooligans.
And don't some clubs have certain groups of people that go and meet other groups of fans and fight each other?
Yeah, it's like a gang.
Yeah, it's like gangs.
Like most notorious one is Millwall. You got Burnley fans, West Ham.
But I mean, the fact that they have that these soccer fans are like so loyal to their team that they'll like go fight damn near to the death. Like
you think, hold on. I'm glad you said that. I didn't even think of that. Like, I want to replace my pick with this, but I'm not going to. Okay. I'm locked in on it just because it hits close to home. But dude, like I just started getting into soccer for like the past 5 years. Soccer hooligans just fascinate me.
I know, same.
They make Bill's Mafia look sane.
Yeah. Like there's documentaries and stuff about them. Like
it's crazy.
They like almost kill each other. Do they not? From what I
people have definitely died from these.
From what I understood, almost all these groups of fans, they have like a group of people that fight. And in those groups of people that fight, there's like a select few dudes that are like just straight killers.
Oh yeah. They'll stab you.
Like just,
Like that, that scene from Eurotrip where
And then they
walk
all
into
meet up separately, like to fight each other.
Like, that scene from Eurotrip when they walk in the Manchester United pub?
Yeah.
And like everybody just looks at them like we're about to fuck you up. That's real life.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. So
I mean,
I had to put it in my top 10.
I wouldn't say it's more so Manchester. Like the top teams, they don't really have it except maybe West Ham. But yeah, look up the club Millwall. They're in the League One. Craziest bunch of fans you will ever meet. They even have a song dedicated to how crazy they are.
Okay.
And it's like, nobody likes us, but we don't care. Something like that. It's like they understand that we're the biggest pieces of shit fans in the world. We just don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right. Well, that's why I put them in the top 10, dude.
Dude, that's an excellent pick.
So yeah, that's my 10, 9, 8.
My number 10. It's actually one of two music fans. If you know
RHCP?
No. I got Tool fans.
Okay. I think I know your other music. You got two music group fans?
We'll get there in a minute.
Okay.
But
Tool, dude, and for the longest time, I think Tool is now on Apple Music. I know they weren't for a long time.
They are. Because I got a bunch of Tool. I mean, extremely talented band.
Yeah.
I love Tool, but man, their fans suck. Like every conversation you ever have with a diehard Tool fan, every conversation, no matter what, they always relate it back to Tool. And they're so fucking pretentious.
Well, all right. So my thing was, so Tool for the longest time held out on quote unquote selling out. That's why the music wasn't like on iTunes and stuff. It's because
whatever.
Right. Do you not make music for people to hear it?
Yeah.
And the only way for people to legally, I guess you have to go buy their CD.
That's not, you gotta go buy like a physical copy.
Yeah, but that's not a thing anymore.
It's a rare, like we got a music shop in Hammond. I don't know how that bitch is still open.
I ain't got a clue, dude. So I mean, I don't get how you getting your music available to the masses is selling out.
But dude, Tool, like I said, awesome band, great music. But man, like their fans just make me ashamed to even like them.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
very, very weird, pretentious douchebags. Even Tool fans.
Wait, you gonna say Fish? Is that one of yours?
No, even worse than Fish.
Yeah.
Even worse than Fish. Like when I say cult, like these bitches are cult.
Interesting.
I'll get there later.
Okay.
Number 9. I got the Loaded Tea people recently.
Oh, that's like a new
it's Herbalife
pyramid scheme thing.
Yeah, it's like they set up shots. It's Herbalife with Kool-Aid.
Yeah. But isn't it a what is it? Something marketing.
Multi-level marketing.
Yeah, isn't it a multi-level marketing?
It feels like an MLM.
Because I thought it was one of those things where you see a lot of times like people have sticker on their car, such and such with their
their town name, nutrition.
Yeah.
Just drink coffee if you need that kind of energy. Don't jack it up with like these artificial sweeteners and bullshit like that. It's not healthy. I don't know who you're trying to convince here.
I didn't think about
me
that
or yourself. Like these people are out in droves right now.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
There's somebody definitely listening right now who's going to jump my shit next time I see them because they are obsessed with Loaded Teas. But I got to tell them you're in a cult.
Hey, look,
if you like it, you like it.
Fine.
That's cool. If you like the taste, cool. But don't sit here, piss on my head, tell me it's raining. It's not healthy.
Yeah. Like back in the day, whenever I was training for MMA, if you'd have said like, "Oh, you're in a cult," because like we go to this meeting every like twice a week, you know.
We'll get to that later.
And I figured that was what you were referencing.
That's what we're getting to.
But anyway, yeah. If you're in the thing that people think is a cult, if that's what you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
I'm not saying there's necessarily anything terribly wrong with any of the. Well,
cult is a cult.
Some of the things are wrong with them.
Some things are cults. Some are good cults. Some are bad cults.
Yeah, there's different fitness cults, and we'll get to those.
Yeah.
That was your 10, 9, 8?
That was my 10, 9.
Oh.
My number 8. They're kind of fading out of relevancy. They're kind of going away now, but like from 2016 till now, so like probably like the past few months, they've been strong. I got QAnon.
Wait. No, dude, they were strong. Now nobody knows about them.
Yeah, like I said, they're like fading away.
Okay.
Right now they think JFK and JFK Jr. is coming back. to like lead Trump
Well,
to
this
the
is
back.
where they get off the rails, man. I mean, I understand having your group, which is cool, you know.
You want to like share like wacky conspiracy theories?
Fine.
Go right ahead.
But when you go off the rail, whenever you start backing something that's this absurd, is when you start.
And you're going
people.
to like assault people, try to kill people over this shit.
Yeah,
come on.
Look, I'm fine with you doing your thing, but if you're going to start pushing like flat Earth or something, you're going to start losing your grasp.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because there's a couple of documentaries on QAnon that are like actually pretty. I mean, because like
you saw the HBO one, like the series.
No,
highly recommend.
Is it a series or a documentary?
It's a docu-series.
Oh, okay. Because they've done some things that are really like with the right direction, they could help make some sort of difference.
Right.
Their direction is all.
I feel like they're the ones who actually put a spotlight on like the elite pedos.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah. But like, I feel like they're just misguided.
Yeah. They just took the ball. They didn't just run with it. They went sideways. They went to a different field.
Yeah.
And now they're playing like a different game.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah.
I mean, QAnon, don't come after us.
Little nerds and you little go back to your mom's basement with your anime pillow. Honorable mention. Anime P.
Fair.
Oh my God, those fucking weirdos.
I just don't get it.
Dude, like the biggest weirdos of all time have got to be the dudes with like anime girl pictures as like their profile pictures.
Okay, fair.
Those are like the biggest creeps ever. I'm not hurting anybody. Good job. You set the bar very low for yourself on that one. But yeah,
I just don't get
it. Has like a little anime girl as your profile picture.
Yeah, makes no sense to me.
Make it make sense, somebody.
Somebody.
Can't be me.
So that was your 10-9-8 though?
That is my 10-9-8.
QAnon's your 8 spot?
QAnon's my 8 spot.
Okay. So my number 7. You mentioned it. Funny enough, you mentioned my 7-6 in your honorable mention. 7 spot, I got vegans, which they've lost their grasp. For a while there, they had a strong push. Yeah. They had for a while there.
I think they died out.
Possibly so.
Malnutrition.
Yeah, look, if you want to look, I should have just put dieters in general.
Yeah, just dieters in general. Everybody thinks their diet is the best diet.
Look,
but when you really boil a diet down, it's all calorie deficiency.
That's
all it is.
All it is.
Pick away how you want to like deplete calories out of your diet.
Fine.
The best way.
Yeah.
Work with it. Cool. Do it.
And if you want to do that, you do it. I don't need to hear about it.
Don't preach to me about it.
Don't need to hear about it.
Like if I see a vegan going after somebody who's eating keto or somebody who's eating keto go after somebody vegan, like I'm just thinking, you dick.
It's just a waste of breath. Who cares?
Like, why do you care how somebody else is eating?
Yeah.
Like but the vegans are probably the worst dieters out there.
For a while there, they definitely were.
Because like they said, well, what you're eating's cow. They're farm. They really the cows release methane there.
No, so before them,
whatever.
I love how they came in and one-upped vegetarians.
Oh my God!
For a long time, vegetarians were the vegans. They were like, look, we don't want to harm animals. Like, oh, well, you're still drinking milk and eating it, or not like drinking milk and whatever else.
Honey.
Yeah,
can't have honey. Dude, honey's delicious.
So then vegans came in. They're like, no. If an animal smells it, you can't eat it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what vegans eat.
Grass.
That's like
go out, mow your lawn.
There's Jeff Dye. You know who that is? Stand-up comedian.
Okay,
it just made me think of his joke. It's like, yeah, I was on this date with this girl with the eating disorder, and so like it kept bringing it up, and she was like, look, it's not an eating disorder. I'm a vegan. He's like, whatever you want to call it, dude.
I love fucking with vegans because I actually jacked this from The Simpsons. Every time someone tells me that they're vegan, I like pretend like I'm a vegan because just look at me. I just scream vegan. I always sound like, yeah, what level vegan are you? They just look at me like, yeah, I'm a level 8 vegan. I don't eat anything that casts a shadow. And like the look on their face is just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
it's kind of like that self. This guy is either serious, or if he is serious, he's nuts as hell.
Well, along those same lines, that's like anytime somebody brings up, like if they say like, hey, do you believe in dinosaurs? whatever your answer is what I'm gonna say. I don't care. I'm not trying to get into it.
Right. Don't like who wants to who goes out of their way to pick an argument?
Right. Whether you're coming at me because you want me to say I do or I don't, I'm immediately gonna just agree with whatever you say.
Like, do you believe in dinosaurs? Like, no, I don't believe in dinosaurs. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so anyway, that was 7th spot was vegans. 6th spot, you already mentioned it. I got CrossFit. The most culty gym I've seen since MMA started.
I disagree.
Okay.
We'll get to that later.
I got CrossFit because I've never done it, but I've heard, which I mean, I think a handful of people that are listening probably do CrossFit. That's totally fine.
That's cool. I mean, some of the most fit people on the planet actually do CrossFit.
Yeah, and it's functional strength. Totally fine. That's awesome. I love the idea of CrossFit.
Just get out of my face with it.
I don't want to hear about it. You and vegans can go argue about who talks more about their thing that they do.
Yeah, like CrossFit in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, exhausting.
Yeah,
like I said, if you do a thing,
it does seem like nowadays they don't talk about it as much. I think they got wind of the fact that people were tired of hearing about it
and making fun of them.
Yeah,
but like I said, like I was trying to say, if you do something, cool.
Yeah.
But if you go out of your way to tell me that the way you do something is the best, I'm going to do my due diligence just to fucking argue with you.
Yeah, and look, CrossFit.
Don't get my.
You're not doing real pull-ups. We can all agree.
Yeah, kip up pull-ups aren't real.
They're not real.
They're not. And like they're going to tear the rotator cuff doing that snap, like that little power clean. That
Did you see that Cameron Haynes' son beat Goggins' record for pull-ups in 24 hours? He did like 4,000. And he did it in like 17 and a half hours.
His shoulders and his lats must
unbelievable, dude.
Insane.
It's 5 every minute, apparently, is how you do it. Five pull-ups
just
every
hanging
minute.
there?
Huh?
You're just hanging there?
No. You do 5. Sit down, rest for 45 seconds. Do 5 more for an entire day, every minute. Props to him. No, he did real pull-ups.
See, the way you say that, you do 5, rest for a minute. Do 5, rest for like 45 seconds. Well, the way you say that makes it sound easy.
Sound attainable, sure.
Sounds very attainable.
Get about 8 minutes into it.
Shit, get about 5 minutes into it, 4 minutes into it.
Yeah,
you're feeling it.
And I think it adds up to 4,070 in like 17 and a half hours.
I couldn't. Like,
unbelievable, dude.
I hate pull. That's like my least favorite exercise is pull-ups.
Fair.
Pull-ups,
everybody
chin-ups,
hates pull-ups, dude. And squats. Hate squats.
I had no problems with squats. I like squats, actually. I'm like, I guess I'm a psychopath. I actually like squats.
Some people do.
Don't like deadlifts.
Right, fair. But anyway, so my 6th spot, I got CrossFit. What are we on, dude? We are deep into this app.
That's the episodes where we get deep.
we got a long and a deep way to go too, dude.
Oh, absolutely. I love it though. Like when we get the opportunity to be haters.
Oh yeah,
that's the best episodes.
Fair. I mean, yeah, I agree.
Hate.
Hate.
So that was your
7-6.
Oh, my 7-6. My number 7. This might get me some blowback, but it has to be addressed. When I say it, I guarantee you have at least 2 people that pop in your mind.
Okay.
That I probably don't even know. I got Disney people.
Yep. I already thought of a few.
Yeah. Even people listening, when I say Disney people, you probably have like your aunt and uncle just pop in your head like that. It's always somebody's aunt and uncle who's a Disney person who has like the Disney credit cards, like the Disney miles, whatever. All the hot spots at Disney.
Well, okay. So I would say it's different. All right. So
if you like going to Disney World, cool.
All right. So there's definitely an applicable, so J-Top had a Disney credit card for the longest time because he had 3 young kids. And that's what he used to get all the points on and,
yeah.
And then use it for the trips with the kids.
Yeah.
But then there's people people that are like 40 and 36 that are obsessed with Disney and don't have any kids.
Yes.
Yeah. That's that's different.
Those people you got to watch out for.
Yeah. I would say it's totally different if you have young kids, especially if you have like 4 kids.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, we already took the oldest one when they were young. So then we got to bring the other one when they're young.
And a thought just popped in my head. I think it all starts with that Disney college program.
What is that?
Like, ever seen the Disney people recruit?
Oh, they go play like the princesses and stuff.
Yeah, like work or something.
Yeah, okay.
That's where it starts.
And then, or no, the one where I see it starts is the drinking around the world.
Actually, I'm doing that in October.
Well, look at you, dude.
I just want to drink.
Fair. Okay. So I think there's different levels to it because there's some people that are obsessed with Disney.
I'm just obsessed with drinking.
And there's some people that just
not an alcoholic.
Some people that just love the stuff that's there.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go to Star Wars. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna go see the Avengers shit. I'm gonna have a good time.
And then there's some people that like have to go to Disney every year
because it's like a fucking addiction.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I
see what you're saying.
Again, if you like Disney, more power to you. But like I just said, my wife is probably going to post something like, "Hey, we're on a Disney World October. Any suggestions?" There's going to be people who are going to give us a laundry list of shit to do.
And look,
and then when they figure out we don't do half of that, they're like, "Oh, you should have just did this while you're at Disney."
Okay, yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. Wait, so that was your 7 spot?
That was
because it would be a perfect segue into my 5.
That's my 7.
Oh, dang it. All right.
My number 6, I got MLMs.
Oh,
pyramid schemes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty. I mean, yeah, multi-level marketing.
I think everybody listening just went, "Yeah, that's a cult."
Yeah, we all get it.
Yeah, it works,
and it does somehow.
Like, I wish I could like show you like a screenshot of my wife's inbox. That's all just, "Hey, girl, I haven't talked to you in a while."
Dude, I think it was an Always Sunny episode where it was a funnel. They're like, "Yeah, you start here, and eventually the money funnels down to you." And they're like, "That's a pyramid scheme." They're like, "No, it's not." They're like, "Flip it over," and it was a pyramid.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, they got us."
MLMs. What was the one that was Southeastern's campus? What was it? Primerica, I think it was.
That sounds familiar.
What did they sell? Knives or some shit?
I can't remember, dude. I'm sure there was plenty of them that came through. They would always be in that little area behind the
like,
union.
"Hey, man, you want to get rich quick? Be your own boss."
Right.
That's how any 18-year-old kid was like, "Well, fuck yeah, going to this English class. Got to walk up Divic stairs."
Right.
Beats that. Hey, I'm listening.
Well, yeah, that one's a pretty solid, just kind of a go-to. So, like I was saying, you're 7.
The Disney people.
No, not just them, but the ones that are going to be slipping into your like commenting 1 million comments on exactly what you should do. My number 5 spot, I got mom groups on Facebook.
Oh my God.
Dude, they can ruin you, dude. You don't want to get on the bad, like they got like Covington moms. Like, or there's like tons of, or like Mandeville mom, like there's tons of these mom groups in these like huge subdivisions or areas of the population that just they could either, take you all the way to the top if they all like one thing that you do or have, or like, some product, or they can bury you, dude. It's an entire cult.
Dude, it is. I know.
You know what I'm talking
moms,
about?
Yeah.
It's group, like they start groups on Facebook and all these different people join.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, right. I don't, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then hey, props to you.
I envy you for not knowing.
Right, correct. But the older you get, there's no way you don't see it happen.
One of the funniest Facebook fights I've ever seen was a few years ago, back when my son was first born. Just so happened,
I just thought of one, dude.
And I just thought of one too. We'll get back to that.
I'm gonna throw it in my house.
All right, but one of the funniest Facebook fights I saw, my son was just born, and I was just looking around for pediatricians and said, I mean, we already had the one we were going to do. Cool. I was still just looking, and I actually saw somebody ask the same question. We had a kid around the same time. Any recommendations for pediatricians? The post had 1 like. The comments were like in the thousands.
Jeez.
That's how you know you're fixing to have a good night.
I mean, dude,
moms fighting over pediatricians, over who has the best pediatrician.
Oh yeah, I mean that's endless, dude. That's World War III right there, dude.
I wish I cared about anything.
And then you're gonna have people,
more than a white mom
in that are like, "Oh, you're gonna go to a pediatrician? Why don't you like learn
home remedies?"
Yes, dude. Dude, they could go on for years on that.
Dude, like that poor girl. She was my coworker. Man, she just got her shit jumped.
Well, that just gave me a super mention. I'm gonna save it for later in case you have it in your list.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my 5 spot mom.
I think I know what you put.
Mom groups on Facebook.
That's
on
a good
Facebook.
pick.
That's an obvious one, dude. I mean, it's wild. My number 4 spot could easily be anywhere in the top 3, honestly. Don't come after us. I got Scientology.
What number?
Number 4.
So close.
Okay.
We're
Are we going to get back to it?
Yeah.
All right. Fair. All right. Well, go ahead with your 5-4 then.
My number 5. When it comes to sports, this is the biggest cult in all sports.
Hold on. Let me think. What sport?
Football.
Bama?
Worse.
Is it college?
Yeah.
Ohio State?
Worse. This college,
Notre Dame?
Worse. This college is so culty that they gave their head coach a national championship.
Wait, you talking about UCF?
No. I'm not talking about a claim, like one they actually deserved. When they hired this coach, they just gave him a national championship. It's in their trophy room.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking Texas A&M.
What?
I'm surprised you don't know how cult. They got like 800 something traditions.
Yeah, well, I know they got the dude cheerleaders, which is a weird one.
You just got to look on all their traditions and like all that shit. It's just the biggest cult in all of college sports.
Okay. I mean,
like the fact that they gave Jimbo Fisher a national championship in their trophy case. It's that 20 question mark.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I thought they like just gave him one. Have they ever won one before?
Like back in the 30s.
Okay. I didn't know if they just gave him like a replica of that one. Like, oh,
yeah. And I even like on the Unnecessary Roughness college football page from Barstool Sports, I actually got that's like the number 1 fan base I get into it with is Texas A&M.
Tamu, dude.
Bama fans are actually pretty chill. I guess when you're at the top for so long,
yeah. When you win that much, what can you say?
Why would you swing down?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they could talk their shit. Everybody like, yeah, you're right. But man, it's Texas A&M fans, and like they really jumped my shit this past weekend, and that's why I put them at so high on the list because it's still fresh. Recency
maybe
bias.
Florida State because they haven't won anything in a long time, and they think they're good.
They won it with Jimbo, with Jameis.
That's fair. What, like 08?
Well, that was 2011.
11. Okay.
Yeah. But they got mad because I said Jimbo Fisher has about the same record as Kevin Sumlin did when he was at Texas A&M, except Kevin Sumlin was cheaper. You should have seen the shit flung my way.
That's a pretty level statement, though.
It is a level statement, but Texas A&M fans were like clicking on my profile, going through my pictures, like hating on my kids and shit.
Dude, hey, that is funny. I mean, it's not funny when it's you.
I was laughing. I don't give a shit. Why do I care about some stranger on the internet talking about my little wiener kids? I don't give a shit. They talk about my wife, talk about my kids, talk about my mom, my dad, my family. I'm sitting here laughing that they went through that much effort because I talk shit about their head coach.
That is a lot of effort. Yeah. And it's as if their head coach would care that they said anything.
Right.
I mean, I love when people have that blind allegiance for something that
they're the closest
support
thing.
Them in any way.
Yeah. That is America's closest thing to soccer hooligans. It's Texas A&M fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. I mean, I didn't see that coming in any way, but
hey, recency bias.
That was your what?
That was my 5. My number 4. I got the Beehive. I got Beyonce fans.
Okay. I would have gone with 2 other artists higher.
Who you got?
Britney Spears for sure.
I think no, Beyonce fans are worse.
And I would have went T Swift. T Swift fans go after people.
I think the whole cancel culture shit started with Beyonce fans, if I'm not mistaken. But they didn't cancel because somebody said some dumb shit or whatever.
Okay, that's what
it's just people who talk shit about Beyonce, they got them canceled. Like they got some journalist fired. I think it was from Vice. Got somebody from Vice fired because he said like something about Beyonce's recent album. I think it was Lemonade wasn't any good.
Was it any good?
Yeah. It was just,
I was putting that on you.
I'm staying away from that. But dude, Beyonce fans are insane.
I would have for sure put Swifties and whatever they call it, because Britney Spears, the Free Britney movement had an unbelievable amount of people behind it.
I think it was more so for meme purposes than people who actually gave a shit. I mean, we went this whole time not knowing Britney wasn't free, and no one really cared.
True.
It wasn't until someone brought it up
for years.
like, hey, free Britney. Oh, okay. If she would have got freed, I'd have went on living my life the same way.
My life has changed zero.
Right. Britney's free. All I see her is now. The only thing that changed on my life.
The butterfly effect right there. Tell me the butterfly effect's real, dude. Britney had a whole movement and got freed.
Well, we'll talk. Well, hold on. Butterfly effect. Little paradox right here.
We're talking about it now.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Britney getting free, we'll not be talking about you debunking butterfly effect.
It's a paradox.
Yeah, paradox. So therefore, the butterfly effect is real.
I guess. Sure.
Hey. What were we saying? Oh, Beyonce fans.
Yeah,
I ain't worried about T Swift fans because, well, they go to bed at like 8 o'clock. They got school the next day.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Britney Spears fans. I only care when she does dumb shit.
When it's popular to do so. You know.
I mean, I'm butterfly effect. Hold on.
Oh,
Britney Spears is free. She's probably gonna get an OnlyFans.
I'm not gonna look at it.
Oh, shit, I am. she's dumb enough to do it for like $350.
Fair.
That's a $350. The
market people are not gonna like that statement at all.
I mean, this is basic economics, supply and demand. There's not that high demand of Britney Spears. Well, people want to pay to see Britney Spears naked.
Fair.
But if it just comes across, yeah, I'll pay $350 for it.
Just once.
I might go $6. That's like the highest I'll go is $6.
Just once, yeah.
Then I'll just take a screenshot, send to everybody, save your money.
Be a real homie, yeah. So that was your 5-4?
Yes.
So my number 3 spot. We haven't really gotten in. We actually haven't really gotten into the real like popular cults for the most part.
Right. I stay away from the most obvious ones like
my number
Manson
3 spot.
Family or
okay, boom, nailed it.
Manson Family. That's the most popular one.
To me, I didn't realize that there. Wait, was it Sharon Stone or Sharon Tate? Sharon Tate.
Sharon Stone was Basic Instinct. You showed her cooter on.
Okay. Well, no, the other day when I was looking it up, when I saw it, for some reason I was thinking of Sharon Stone. I was like, wait, because Sharon Stone was a stone cold fox in the early 90s.
Still kind of is. Kind of a little cougar.
I haven't seen her since, but anyway.
Might be wrong.
Sharon Tate. But anyway, yeah, the Manson family was just such a wild, have you watched the documentaries and stuff about it?
Yes.
So some of the quote unquote facts are so unbelievable. Like the ones that say that Manson was like a CIA experiment they were doing with him or some nonsense.
Still kind of.
Oh, she's smoking hot. Yeah.
How old is she?
She's probably like 60. She had to be late 20s in the early 90s. So she's probably like
she's 63.
63.
Dude, for 63, she's a killer.
Yeah, dude. I had her in my top 10 dimes or honorable mention.
And they're showing me all other actresses' age. Holy crap. Demi Moore, how old do you think she is? Still a fox.
54.
59. Michelle Pfeiffer, 63.
Okay.
Charlize Theron, 46.
Well, y'all go look all that up.
Dude, hey. Pays off to be rich and famous.
Fair. Getting transfusions with young people's blood.
That's so weird. That's a cult right there.
There it is. Honorable mention. But yeah, no, I got the Manson family because like all the stuff that surrounds it is just so wacky. All the claims that he had a deal with, was it the CIA, that they were doing experiments with drugs and he was the one that was running. It makes no sense.
And he felt like the Beatles were talking to him.
Like it makes no sense because why would they trust
inspire
like
him,
that
like
with
tell
that
him
experiment,
like giving him like signs that there's a great race war about to happen.
Oh yeah, with
Helter Skelter,
yeah. But
banging song.
But I don't know. I had it in the top 3 just because it was such a wild, real life situation.
Yeah, if that happened today, people would be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, so my number 2 spot, also a real one that I have no idea how it truly actually happened, and there is a documentary on it. Everybody should watch it.
All right, number 3. I got Scientology.
Okay. Yeah, I had it what my 4th spot.
Yeah. I got it ranked high because it's still going on.
So
Still gung ho. Well, like
they've definitely.
I would not be surprised if we get a cease and desist because of this.
There is some weird thing around them that like they go after people.
Right. They're very quick.
Look, if you want to be your own religion,
they're not. Cut the shit. You're not a religion. You're only a religion for tax exempt purposes.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
No one really does.
Like I couldn't tell you what Scientology is.
It's probably a giant ass pyramid scheme disguised as a religion.
Don't have a clue. Like what is their mission statement?
Money.
Well, like it's like the cultier cult that I've always heard about for years and could tell you the least about.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what their purpose is.
Me neither. And it's so crazy.
And we've heard about it
like
a lot for a long time.
The guy who runs it, what's his fucking name? Like his wife just up and disappeared.
Oh,
he murdered her. I mean, allegedly.
Dude,
I'm going to say
allegedly.
I
know the name you're talking about, dude. I can't think of it, dude.
Just went up missing. All of a sudden, nobody's heard from her. Not even investigated.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Wait. Dude, I just thought of one that I meant to put in my list. I'm going to throw it in my super mentions.
What was the one you were talking about earlier?
Well, wait. You're in your top 3, huh?
Yeah, that was number 3.
Okay, I'm going to wait till you get done because I'm assuming it's in your list.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, no, Scientology. I totally agree. Because again, it's like apparently a bunch of rich people and everybody knows, like, it's not even a surprise. Like, everybody knows it's a cult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's weird.
Like, but nobody does anything about
exactly.
it. I guess because there's too many elites in there.
I guess.
That have, like, donate to, like, DAs, judges.
If you got enough money, you can kind of do whatever you want, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I want to get to that point. I'm not hating.
Fair.
I'd love to get to that point where I could just buy off DAs and judges and do whatever the hell I want.
That was your 3?
Yes.
All right, so my number 2. Whenever you're talking about, like, where we were talking about how, like, you wonder, like, how it could happen, like, what is going on?
Yeah, the Davidians?
No. Have you seen the documentary Wild Wild Country?
Mm-mm.
Okay. It's about the Rajneeshpuram community.
Why does that sound familiar?
It was Indian guru Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh. Bhagwan
I know who you're talking about. Yes, the Rajesh, something like that.
Rajneesh, yeah. It's it was in Oregon. And it was this guy that people thought was, I don't know if they thought he was Jesus or if they thought he was God.
Like some kind of Messiah or whatever.
Right. And this dude never spoke a word. Or at least.
It's what the whole, remember the movie Bubble Boy? They kind of spoofed it a little bit. Remember when he ran to the cult?
Okay, vaguely. But it was basically,
that's what that cult was based off of.
So if you go watch Wild Wild Country, honestly, I couldn't finish it. It's like they made it too long, which they tend to do sometimes.
This is what happens when hippies get a hold of bad fucking drugs. Like a hippie gets a hold of bad drugs. He has a lot of charisma. He's like, this guy right here, Messiah. And people just follow him.
Dude, so they had like
just takes one cult of personality to influence a few idiots, and there you go.
Of people follow this guy to some place in Oregon, to some county where there hardly was anybody at. They literally built a city, like just everyday people. They were following it. None of it makes any sense. They built this entire city. They built like arenas for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
No engineer. I mean, I guess maybe I can't even explain all of it. Go watch like the first 4 episodes. There's like their way of like releasing or repenting or something. I don't know. The way they released all their demons was through like orgies, basically.
Finger parties.
Yeah. Shout out last episode. But no, like they would all get naked, and there's videos of them just like screaming and convulsing at the top of their lungs, like just.
Yeah, somebody's gotta let it out.
I mean, it was wild.
I mean, some people do that to get their demons out. I use mirror lights.
It got to a point where this community of people was so big that they could influence elections. So when they wanted to elect somebody to, like, they changed the name of this city. Like, they basically built an actual city. The way it like worked through today's legislation made no sense. But there was nothing anybody could do about them because they became the majority.
Yeah,
so
they had the pull.
They could pass anything they wanted to pass because everybody in that community was devoted to this one leader. And if they said, hey, we need this to happen, they would go create a bill or whatever, put it through council, pass it because they had enough people. Like they got people elected into council. And then like, it was insane how they took over almost an entire, like, I think they took over a whole county and we're trying to take over the whole state. It's wild.
Sounds like it.
But if you go watch Wild Wild Country,
I kind of want to watch it now. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, or it was at least.
Shit.
Hold
on. Actually, I could pull that up right now. Let me see.
You can tell when it starts getting boring. It gets to a point where instead of focusing on what the community was doing, something happened where they poisoned a bunch of people. And so they started an investigation to where this poison came from or whatever. And then once it got down to breaking down, there was this one lady that basically made all the moves for the main guy.
It's on Netflix.
Okay. So once it started diving into this woman.
Oh, it's only an hour.
No. It's
Oh, it's a docuseries?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I love docuseries.
Yeah. You'll get a few episodes in, and once it starts focusing on the main lady, it got to be just too much. It was too slow. But the whole scenario is insane.
I'm gonna watch that. I remember vaguely hearing about that back in the day.
It's worth checking out. My number 2 spot. I mean, it's as culty as a cult gets. Like, it don't even make sense how it's even possible.
I can think of 2 bigger cults.
Okay, go ahead.
2, I could write a book of how culty this shit is.
Okay.
Because I'm close to the subject matter. I got martial arts gyms.
Okay.
/ boxing gyms.
I could see it coming whenever we talked about it earlier.
I mean, the reason I know is I'm so obsessed with like fight culture and all that shit. I mean, I'm part of the cult, but we are lucky that the Gulf states, except for Florida, when it comes to like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, their martial arts gyms are the most tame. Most tame.
Okay,
Arkansas, fair. Wouldn't say Georgia. All right, but okay, I'm getting a little off track here. But the way the influence they have is ridiculous. Boxing gyms, martial arts gyms. You got to think who trains there. Politicians, their kids, shit like that, and the pull they actually have.
I never even thought about that.
And when you go up northeast, that's when the boxing will come in. They're the cult of boxing. And how it was run by the mafia and how they threw fights and how they influenced money and all that. You go to West Coast and you'll do like the martial arts gyms. You'll get like the Gracie gyms. You'll go down south of the border, you go to Brazil. You'll see how the Gracie and the Luta Libre gyms, how they influence politics down there.
I never connected politics and fighting.
Fun fact, the governor of New York, you know where he lives? The Gracie Mansion.
What?
Yep.
Interesting.
That's because they have that. That's the kind of pull they have. This shit is very cult-like. People have died doing what was called dojo storming. Like when I say martial arts gym, I'm talking about people who actually go out there. I'm not talking about like your kids' karate class and shit like that.
Okay.
I'm talking about like these, not like if you see like Luta Libre, like that shit is hardcore. People have all. I would guarantee if you go into a Luta Libre gym in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, people have died there. 100%.
Interesting.
Like I said, I could possibly write a book on that. Actually, I might actually do that.
I've never, I mean, I ain't heard none about this.
Like if you read Dark Trade, it's a book about like the behind the scenes boxing shit. You'll see like the influence they have on politicians.
The whole time I was training, that's what it was. It was just fighting.
Yeah, it was just fighting. That's in Louisiana. Louisiana has like the best gym culture, but that's probably me being part of the cult though.
Fair.
But our gym leaders like Rafael, you got Tim Crater, you got Rich Clemente, you got Rico Rodriguez, you got Sean Drayton, you got all these cats. They all get along. They're all very civil towards one another.
All the ones I saw they always got along.
Yeah, they're boys basically. But can't like you won't see that in California.
Okay.
You won't see that in boxing gyms in the Northeast. And you definitely won't see that in boxing gyms in Philadelphia.
Now, the more you say that, like whenever I listen to like Brendan Schaub talks about hit like different fighters' gyms It is more culty for sure from what camp you come from.
Yeah, the veil almost got pulled back when TJ Dillashaw left Team Alpha Male. When he left that gym to go to Dwayne Ludwig's gym in Denver. He almost said some stuff that went on behind the scenes, but he had to like immediately drop it because he was scared of the repercussions that were going to happen.
I would have thought anything political based connected to fighting gym.
In that area, I think where's Team Alpha Male? I think it's Sacramento. But in where Team Alpha Male is, it's in a big city in California. You know who owns the most real estate in that area? You know, no telling how he afforded it is Uriah Faber.
What?
Yeah, he owns a shit ton of real estate.
That's wild.
You'd never know.
No.
I mean, on the surface, Uriah Faber seems like a cool dude. I read his book. He seems like an awesome dude. But that dude's into some shady shit. He has to be. There's no way that whole drama with TJ Dillashaw, when he left that gym, just got dropped at like the snap of the fingers.
You know, one thing that always did throw me, I mean, like, I never thought about it till you just said that in this moment, like, how that one fight, like, it almost makes you think maybe some fights got thrown and some
100%. Like
a ton of money was bet because Uriah Faber, he got in that one fight where he broke both his hands.
Yeah.
How up before, because that was when he was kind of washed up for the most part.
Yeah.
So all those earlier fights, how did he not shatter his hands all the time?
Exactly.
And he was winning all the time.
I think when it comes to MMA, I think Uriah Faber, that's just my little conspiracy theory. I'm probably so off base here, but I mean, if I really dug deep and pulled the evidence that makes me believe that it'd make a compelling argument, I think Uriah Faber has the most thrown fights in MMA. But the most popular thrown fight, nobody will ever convince me otherwise. I might get some hate thrown my way.
Okay.
It's the most iconic fight in the history of sports. If you ever see the picture of Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston, that fight was thrown.
Okay.
That Sonny Liston has some terrible ties to the mafia, and the mafia had a very not when I say mafia, I'm not talking about like the Italian. Hey, what you talking about?
Hey,
get out of here.
How's your family now?
Yeah, the gabagool. That I mean, like organized crime has such a vested interest in Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
It even goes to his fight with George Foreman. If you go back and watch that fight with George Foreman, notice how loose those ropes are when he leans back. It was made that way for a purpose. Because Muhammad Ali was the most protected fighter by outside people.
Yeah.
It even goes back to his famous first ever MMA fight with Antonio Inoki, when they told the Japanese wrestler, if you as so much punch him in the face, make him look weak, we're going to jump this ring, we're going to kill you. Okay. So that's why Antonio Inoki laid on his back the whole fight and just kicked his legs. So yeah, like I said, I could go on forever how much of a cult martial arts
I've never
boxing gyms are, but hey,
I was more talking about just the lower level obsession with it.
Oh, that too.
Yeah,
that's a part of it.
Yeah. That was your number 2.
That was my number 2.
My number 1 spot. Not sure if y'all could see this one coming. I consider it a cult. Cult is in the name of what it is. I got PC culture.
Yeah. Okay. I'll bite. I got it.
A PC culture. It's this. People are like, and it's all of it across the board. People. It's an umbrella statement of it covers like a tons of different types of people, but it's this whole new she, her, him, he, them, they.
That's
all
cool
these,
and all
these pronouns. That's what it is nowadays. Back in the day, PC culture was offensive jokes. Like people hated offensive jokes. Oh, you can't say that. That's mean to these people. And it's evolved. It's evolved since the beginning of time.
Yeah. And the whole pronoun thing, if I call you by the wrong pronoun, who cares? Does it really bother you that much?
Right.
If you look like a chick and I say, yes, ma'am, why are you jumping my shit? You look like a ma'am.
Right. Yeah.
Blame yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Don't blame me. You just assume my gender. Yeah. Because if you look like a girl, I'm going to address you with that pronoun.
Yeah. And there's so many blurred lines and all of it. It's absurd. Like, I get it. you want to be acknowledged to what the way you feel you are. Sure.
Right.
Cool.
Like
But
I even
don't
know,
freak out.
I even know some trans people, some of the coolest people on the block.
Yeah.
Even they're not like that. This only exists online.
Okay, that's why I put PC culture as the cult, because most of the time it's not the people that the people are defending. The PC culture people are they're the ridiculous ones. Majority of the time, the ones that they're trying to stand up for don't even care.
Yeah.
Majority of the time. And it may not even be that they don't care. It's just that, like, okay, you get over it. Whatever. That's the whole agree to disagree that we should all agree to.
Yeah.
But the PC culture itself has been around for just so. And again, I understand way, way back before, the internet era, where everybody can talk to everybody can learn about everybody and all these things. Way back in the day, it was necessary whenever certain people were being treated like real estate or like animals, for somebody to stand up and say, look, we can't do this.
Yeah.
That's fine. That was long ago.
Hey, the only time we ever cared about pronouns online was ASL.
Yeah, age, sex, location.
That's the only time we cared, baby.
And that was creepy, honestly. Dude.
It really was. And that was blind trust right there.
It was blind trust. You could say any number, any sex, in any location.
The hormones clouded our judgment. Dude, we did not
ASL, dude. I will flirt with a 43-year-old man right now if he tells me he's 14.
Now. Wait, now? You said now.
No, I'm saying when we were using that.
Okay, you said now. It kind of threw me off.
No. Whenever I was in middle school, if you said you were 15, a girl, and in New York, oh, what's up, girl? You know what I'm saying? Dude, we got there's no telling how many pedophiles we were talking to, though. To in those
20-year-old female from France. Well, bonjour.
Dude,
give me a croissant.
Dude, ain't no telling all the predators. Dude, they've made so many shows off of us, basically. Not us now, but who was preying on us.
Yeah,
we were the victims.
We enabled that.
Yeah, exactly. We were feeding right into it back in the day.
Oh man, that was crazy times.
But anyway,
that was fun as hell.
It was fun times, dude.
Creepy as all get. In hindsight, what the hell were we doing?
Never met one person from it.
Oh hell no, you didn't want to meet them.
Had a handful of phone calls. Some girl would get you would go to a separate oh hey, hit me up in this other room, and then get their phone number, and then your parents trip because you're on a long distance phone call to some place talking to some girl from a chat room. They're probably hideous. You know what I'm saying?
Probably look like the bottom of your foot or some shit. Man, good times.
I didn't think
the Wild West of the internet.
I didn't think PC culture was going to bring us down this avenue, but it's always a good time.
Always a good time. Always a good time.
Anytime we get on internet chat rooms.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Lloyd fell.
Speaking of, y'all got to go. All right, look, I don't think we said it this episode. Go get on Boot Crew Media's YouTube page. We're finally slowly but surely filling in the studio. We're
getting there.
We got Lloyd and Harry right here because
Dumb and Dumber is one of the most talked about movies on here,
and as it should be, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Best Christmas movie ever.
Facts.
Big facts.
And we will stand behind that till the end of time.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, go subscribe to the YouTube. Go hit us up on the. I think you can rate stuff on Spotify now, so give us 5 stars. I don't care. Hey, look, if you're a loyal listener and you don't go download Spotify, give us 5 stars. Help us out.
Yeah, there you go. What was the one you added that you thought I had?
Oh, I got vaxxers/anti-vaxxers.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's a cult. And another one.
I got sports dads too. I thought of
sports dads. Yes.
Cult.
Another.
Joe Rogan fans.
Okay.
Big old cult.
Fair. I think it's more niche inside because I like Joe Rogan.
I mean, I like some of the shit. Like when he has a good fighter on, I'll listen.
But when there's there's different groups that follow the people he has on.
Yeah.
That's the culty ones I'm thinking of.
But some
people are blind loyalists to Joe Rogan. Oh my
God. He could come out and say his favorite COVID remedies, shoving a banana up your ass. You know how many people are going to be walking around with banana peels hanging out?
Yeah, facts. I believe. But mother was Jonestown. I'm sure you don't have it.
Yeah, Jonestown.
But I mean, that is the definition of a cult.
Oh yeah, when the comet passes, we gotta die. Hitch a ride. Where are they now? You wonder.
What? All the people that he murdered?
No, like the hitch a ride on the comet. Where are they at in space?
Who knows, dude? The hell are you talking about?
That's the whole thing. Why they killed themselves.
No.
Yeah.
Jonestown?
Yeah. No. That was wait.
No, you're talking about the one in Arkansas. They went to the top of some mountain, right?
Hold on.
There was another one from like
Jonestown's one who went to a different country, drank
Uruguay or whatever. They didn't, and then most of them didn't voluntarily drink the punch, and they straight up shot them all dead.
Heaven's Gate. That was it.
Okay.
Hitched the ride on the comet after killing themselves. They had the hell on that dope ass Nike swag on.
I don't remember that one, dude.
Oh my god!
I saw it in my research, but I didn't read it all.
Hold on,
dude. If y'all listen to this Colts episode and y'all are deep in here at this point, hey, we appreciate y'all listening. Honestly, didn't think this one was gonna go this far off the rails, but here we are.
Nike got free ad space on that shit.
Go just Google wildest Colts or deadliest Colts of all time.
I'm not going to show you like the whole dead body, but look, like the black suits with the black, white Nikes.
Okay.
They had fucking drip.
Okay. Hey,
they had it.
I support that. Not the killing yourself part, but yeah, go look up Colts, people. There are some wild ones out there. It is a lot of reading.
They had like the black sweats, the black Nikes with the white bottoms, white swoosh.
Wow. Hey.
Shit was fresh. I mean, wherever they are on that comet, they still got it. They got the juice.
So
literally.
Yeah, to summarize that long wild ride we had, my number one, PC culture.
Yeah, that was a good number.
And my only message: be consistent. Okay, stick with it.
If you like it, cool, awesome.
Be consistent,
but just don't shove it in our face.
Right.
Nobody likes it when you shove anything in their face, no matter how awesome you think it is or how awesome it actually is.
Fair.
Like last episode, I ranked wings my number one food.
Yeah.
There's actually a wing culture.
Okay, that is true.
I hate those people. They get on my fucking nerves.
You know what I hate in this moment? It feels as if the heater fix that I did earlier may not be working anymore.
Oh, yeah, I followed draft.
It's a little chilly in here.
Another cult, craft beer people.
Fair.
Love craft beer. Don't shove it in my face.
Yeah.
Let me find it on my own.
Yeah.
You take the joy out of it.
Or just, if we're talking about beers, recommend a few. I don't need to hear a couple hours of the whole thing.
How it's like brewed with peanut shells.
Fair.
Yeah.
So you're number one, dude.
Oh, shit. My number one. I thought we wrapped up and everything. My number one. I got political parties.
Okay. There's definitely a cult type
that will blindly follow their party to the end of the earth.
Okay. That is fair. Because to be honest, if I'm voting, I read through there's some people that just get a card that tells them, hey, on this bill, vote this, that.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I'll read them.
Okay, I'm glad you're the only other person I know that does that.
Well, because most people can't understand them. It's not that hard. You got to get through maybe one double negative. You got to vote to ban something or vote against approving something.
Yeah.
Not that hard. You read them, you pick your stance, and you vote.
Yeah.
Now, political parties, if I know the different candidates, for the most part, we're aligned. But if we're not, I'm not voting for them.
Right.
If anything, I'll pick nobody over picking somebody specifically because of
I know too many people that will go in that voting booth. They'll either hit the R's down or hit the D's down. You're missing the point of voting.
Right. Yeah. If you're just blindly picking a side, what's the point?
What is the point?
Yeah.
You might think they have your interest, but do they really?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
How do you know they specifically have your interest?
Yeah.
Because more often than not, it's the local elections that really piss me off with the down voting of the parties.
Yeah.
The local elections affect you more than you think.
Don't get me wrong, though. I might have gotten more votes because of blind allegiance. So, hey, if you're voting for Mayor and Hammond, hit that first R you see.
There you go. There you go.
Because that was listed first. It was alphabetical order. So if they don't know who's who, they just picking the first Republican.
Hey, there we go.
I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get back in the swing of that. See, I'm an independent voter, so I'll pull them from both sides.
Okay.
We will unite.
There we go.
The D's and the R's. What letters between D and R? The perfect middle.
The
Let's see.
Wait. Well, no, I'm talking about it was alphabetical order, just name of candidate.
No, I'm talking about we unite the D's and the R's. We make a new letter.
Or we come out with who would be listed first overall. I think they list them all. I think they're listed person-wise, alphabetical order, not party-wise. So we need somebody with 2 A's in their name. They'd be listed first regardless.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it. I might just legally change my name to something with an A, something with an A.
There we go.
But
yeah, we're gonna save Hammond.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to do it.
We're gonna kill these like useless red lights.
Okay, you started that off slow. I was like, we're gonna kill what? Useless red lights, sure.
Yeah, the ones that just turn red, stay red in the middle of the night.
And the one straight down this street, longest red light in Hammond, you got to sit there for like literally 3 minutes for it to change.
Jesus Christ.
It's insane.
More roundabouts.
Everyone we can fit. So anyway, let's do rundowns, dude.
All right.
So my 10, Apple customers, 9, Harvest, that's a local reference, 8, soccer fans or hooligans, 7, vegans, 6, CrossFit, 5, mom groups on Facebook, 4, Scientology, 3, the Manson family, 2, the Rajneesh following, the Wild Wild Country documentary on Netflix, and number 1, political correctness culture.
All right. Number 10, I got Tool fans, 9, Loaded T people, 8, QAnon, 7, Disney people, 6, MLMs, 5, Texas A&M fans, 4, the Beehive, aka Beyonce fans, 3, Scientology, 2, martial arts gyms / boxing gyms, and number 1, political parties.
We were close on number 1. You did political parties. I did political correctness.
Yeah, political. We get a soft buzzer.
Yeah.
Buzz. Yeah. Close enough.
So next week, we're gonna have some version of. We're for sure doing comebacks.
Yeah, comebacks.
Doesn't have to be sports. Just comebacks.
Be like somebody just rose from the ashes.
Yeah, not verbal comebacks. Not like arguing comebacks.
Yeah, not like your mama.
Right.
Well, yeah, we might do top 10 your mama jokes.
Correct. We may also do that.
We may do karaoke songs.
No, we may. Okay. Or we may do 2000s albums.
Yeah.
You're going to get a wild mix.
Yeah. A little smorgasbord.
You're for sure getting comebacks. The other will feel it out.
Yeah. We'll feel it out.
Don't forget the first person to name the correct 5 Hammond establishment hats in the video version of this on Boot Crew Media's YouTube, $100. And if you can name the one very specific visual reference that you see that's referenced in many of the podcasts.
There you go.
Also $100. So
you could possibly make 200 off of us.
Yeah. All you gotta do is go watch. You'll figure them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peace.